Hello and welcome to my first YouTube video. I've had my YouTube channel for ages, I've just never used it, so I thought what better time to start than when I've just moved into my brand new pottery studio. So for those of you who don't follow me on Instagram or on any other social media, I am a full-time potter. I predominantly make hand-thrown functional tableware with pastel colours, muted tones, and that is just the thing that I love doing. It's what brings me joy, but I also document my process a lot on social media, on Instagram. I wanted to start making longer format videos, sort of more casual vlog style videos, so I thought what better place to turn than to YouTube. So a little bit of background about me. I studied ceramics at university, so I studied design crafts. So my course was quite varied. I did ceramics, but I also did glass blowing, I did jewellery making, I did woodwork. And then you basically specialise at the end of your degree. And I specialised in ceramics, so that's where I completely fell in love with it. I'd never tried pottery before I went to uni, but I'd always loved the idea of being able to make my own pieces. I've always loved homeware design and interior design, so that kind of fitted into that theme. During my third year, I applied to be on the Great Pottery Throwdown, which I got on in 2024 was my series, so I was part of Series 7. Which was just an amazing roller coaster, crazy ride. I loved every second, and I'm sure I'll talk about it a lot more in upcoming videos. But yeah, basically being on the Pottery Throwdown gave me the confidence to kind of do this as my full-time job. So ever since I've filmed the show, I have been setting up my own business and making and selling work, going to lots of shows, running workshops. I also used to teach at weekends. So yeah, it's been a crazy couple of years. But I have finally made the jump of moving out of my parents'. I was in my parents' shed and now I went into their conservatory and I basically just took over their entire house. Anyone that does pottery knows how much room pottery can take up. So I knew that in order to grow this business and to do more things, I wanted to get a bigger space and move out and just have the space to expand. So I've just signed the lease on my first ever commercial unit, which is where I am now. So I have a lot to do on this space. So the outside looks beautiful. The inside needs a little bit of work to get it to where I want it to be, but it's such an amazing space. There's multiple rooms, and just having kind of designated spaces for my work will just make such a huge difference to what I can make and what I can produce. I've always worked in a very small studio, so I've always just had things in different locations, having to move them back and forth. So actually having like a packing area and a glazing area and a throwing area is just going to make such a big difference to what I can create and what I can make. I'm so excited to have it all set up. So this space is going to predominantly be my workshop and where I work and where I make my work, but also because it's such a big space, I can actually host workshops in here, which is something that I've done in other locations but never been able to do from my own studio. So that is going to be such a big difference, such a big change, and I'm so excited to kind of meet people and meet you guys and have you in to do workshops. They will start off with hand building workshops, kind of one-off specialised workshops. So I have done like tea light houses before, where you can kind of put a candle underneath and they're a house. So I might start off with things like that, and I've got loads of ideas of kind of one-offs to do. I was also thinking of possibly kind of painting pottery workshops as well, where I make the bisque piece and then customers come in and paint the pieces that they make in evenings or at weekends or things like that. But we'll just see how they go. I've never kind of approached my audience in this way, and it would just be really interesting once I start getting feedback about the workshops and how they go. If people are interested in them, I'm obviously going to do more of them. So that is going to be such a big change for the business. It's going to be able to expand in that way. Really looking forward to doing that. So also in the space, the wonderful thing is I'm hopefully going to have all my stock like laid out on shelves, because at the minute I've always had it in boxes stacked away in a shed somewhere, which just makes it really hard to keep a stock take, know what I've got and what colour. So actually having all my stock laid out on shelves is going to make that process so much easier, knowing what I've got for website updates and things like that. Also having my stock laid out throughout the year, I'm hoping to have a couple of studio sales in a weekend where people can actually come to my studio and buy my work in person, which will be amazing to do. So yeah, that's another really exciting thing that hopefully I'm going to be able to do in this new studio space. Yeah, basically to round off this video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that has supported me on this ride, and if you're just joining me here, I hope you enjoy the ride. I'm going to be sharing the whole process, so from me moving in today to the first things we do. Obviously it's going to be a lot of cleaning to begin with, but it will get more exciting when I start picking paint colours and applying colours on the wall. We're going to change this colour here. That's going to be really exciting, and then when I start moving stuff in, arranging the space, working out furniture, what furniture I want, what furniture I don't need, and then designating the spaces and how that's going to work. I'm going to take you guys on the whole ride so you can really see the behind the scenes of what's going into this studio, and then hopefully a transformation at the end from the first time I moved in to the end, and that journey I think will be so lovely to kind of see. So I'm going to be making videos over the next few weeks documenting this process, and I hope you can join me on that ride and enjoy the journey with me. I'd love to hear what you think about the space, and your recommendations, your suggestions for what I could do in the future. So I wanted to say thank you to my audience. I wouldn't be able to do this without you following along, sharing, liking, buying a piece of pottery. All of those things I don't take for granted. I'm so appreciative of all of it, and the fact that I can do this as my full-time job just blows my mind. I still can't get over it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully you enjoy watching these longer videos on YouTube. Let me know what you think of them. So my future videos won't be kind of sit down videos like this. I just wanted to have this as an introduction, but they're going to be much more relaxed, much more kind of spontaneous and vloggy type content, and just behind the scenes of what we're getting up to in this new studio space. So thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time.